Hi everyone, welcome to another sentence of the day. Today we're going to be looking at this sentence and the sentence outside the box here. And before we start analyzing the sentence, I'm going to just speak to you the sentence so you can hear it. So, 最後に項目以外でのご希望があればご自由にご記入ください。ピンチの時はいつでも飛んできてくれて、私を守ってくれる白馬の騎士みたいな人。Okay, so that's the sentence, and so now we need to look at what's going on. We're going to start with this sentence. It's a little easier. This one has a lot of polite speech in it, and I'll get to that when I finish this sentence. So, to break down this sentence and make it easier, I want to first of all look for any breaks in the sentence, and I can see that here. This is a break in the sentence. Now I might want to look for some particles. Now I'm not going to look at particles such as no, because that just extends the noun, but particles that help in a more functional way, such as wa or ga or o. So we've got a what here, and we have a or here. Okay, so now I can look at the sentence in a different way. And so what we've got is that we have this part of the sentence, we have this part of the sentence, then we have, you could say, what I want to do is connect the or. Connect what's before it with what comes after it. So we've got the noun, we've got the or, then we've got the verb. Something important to look at is things such as verbs. So we want to use breaks in the sentence to break down what we've got. We want to use particles, and we want to use verbs as well, because verbs are like the engine in the sentence in Japanese. So I'm going to try and pick a new color, pick green. And so we've got a verb here. Actually, it's extended further. So we've got all this as one verb. Essentially, we've got a verb here. And here, it would be des, but we don't have that in this case. Usually after a noun in a sentence, to end it you'll have des or daio, or in spoken speech you have daio. In this case we just have hito, and that's it. Des is implied. This is another verb. But what we can see here is that because we're ending in a noun, potentially what occurs before it is going to be describing the noun. And we can see that through things such as na. Now na is used for na adjectives. So after a na adjective such as kantan, which means easy, kantan na testo, for example, easy test. So we have the adjective, then na, then the noun. In this case we got mitai, which means similar to. Should I probably use different? Oh, it's not change. Oh, there we go. So we've got similar or like. So what is it similar to? We need to look further back, and then we can see we've got a noun here as well. So we've got hakuba no kishi. Now here we have literally white horse. Sorry, it's taking a while to load. Let's see. Okay, white horse, and here we have knight. So you could translate that as a knight on a white horse, or a knight in shining armor coming to save the day. If you haven't guessed already, this is someone's wish for a potential boyfriend. And in this TV series called Absolute Boyfriend, which I just picked out randomly, this girl wants an ideal boyfriend, and so these are the qualifications. So now we've got that, we can look at this whole sentence as hakuba no kishi mitai na hito. So she wants someone who's like a white knight in shining armor or a knight on a white horse. Okay, so notice how I said knight in shining armor as a translation for this. It's not the literal translation, but I'm just comparing it to my native language, which helps me to understand and kind of feel what the meaning is a bit more. So here we've got here watashi o momotte kureru. So this is implying that there is someone protecting, which is not specified here. So in the sentence it'll be probably something like this kareshi wa watashi o momotte kureru. The boyfriend will protect me. Mamoru is the verb, so that means to protect, which actually is ma-mo-ru. Sorry, it's taken a while. It'll load in a second. So mamotte kureru. So this kureru means to someone is giving something to the speaker. So here we go. So in this case, giving me protection. Watashi o momotte kureru. So someone will protect me. What we've got here between the ru and the hakuba is well, there is nothing really. So when we just have the ru, which is what you find in dictionary form of the verb, you find kureru in the dictionary. When you find that, or if you find kureta, the plain past form which ends in ta, when you find things like that, then you just have a noun straight after. It means that the verb is describing the noun. So actually what we've got here is even more information to describe the hitto. So we've got a knight in shining armor who will give me protection, who will protect me. So that's the full sentence here. Okay, so now we're going to look at this sentence at the top here. Now what you've noticed is that I've gone backwards, and in Japanese you have to think differently. Although usually if you're reading or you're speaking or you're listening, you'll be listening this way. The way you think is different to English, where the verb comes at the beginning of the sentence. In fact, it will be someone who will protect me like a knight in shining armor, and actually that someone is left at the end with hitto, right at the end, which obviously, if you don't know anyway, it means person. It's taken a while to load. I'm sorry about this. Okay, so let's look at the sentence above. So you've got pinchi no toki wa. So this is a whole noun. So you've got this part of the sentence, and then we've got this part of the sentence. Pinchi is from the English pinch, but not a pinch as in a physical pinch, but pinch as being in a difficult situation or in a tight spot. So that's what it means in this case. So when I'm in a pinch, a situation, pinchi no toki wa, toki means when, or in this case, like, not when, but at that time. Yeah, so when I'm in a pinch, itsu demo tonde kite kurete. So whenever, at any time, is this, whenever. And then we've got tonde kite kurete. In here we've got three verbs. We've got tobu, which is to fly or to jump. We've got kite, which comes from kuru, which means to come. And we've got kurete, which we saw here as kureru here. So we know this meaning means for someone to give something to the speaker. Also, when you're looking at sentences, look for patterns such as this. You'll find that kureru will come after the tet form of a verb. So we've got kite, kureru, kurete, or mamotte, kureru. So look for patterns like this and just remember these patterns when you're looking at a sentence. It will help you break it down. So now what we've got is this whole thing is one verb. It translates to come to my rescue, in the sense that this person, this kareshi, the boyfriend, the riso na kareshi, riso means ideal, riso. This ideal boyfriend will come to the rescue. So tobu, literally jump, and kite, to come, and then kureru, to come to the rescue for me. And that's what we've got. We've got that breaking it down. So now we've looked at the whole sentence, we can see that everything essentially is describing this hito, but this te is a break in the sentence. This, when you have a te form of a verb like kurete and then it's followed by more information, usually we've got to the end of one point and we're going to start a new point in the sentence. It's almost like a connective in English, like and or but it's not meaning but or and, it's just something that's waiting for more information to be added to it. Okay, so we got pinch no toki wa, when I'm in the pinch, itsu demo tonde kite kurete watashi o momotte kureru hakuba no kishi mitai na hito. So yeah, so we've got someone who will protect me like a knight in shining armor, and whenever I'm in a difficult situation they will come to my rescue. Notice again, like I said, I applied the meaning to what I know in English rather than directly translate it, because it might not make as much sense. And that means if I'm going to use that in a sentence, I know I can refer to tonde kite kurete, means that someone will come to my rescue or jump to my aid, and I can think of it like that rather than thinking of it as meaning to fly or to jump. So yeah, there's how we've broken it down. And so I hope that makes sense. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at this little sentence here, and what I will do is, just to make it a little easier, I'm going to just make a new layer, and then what we can do is we can look at this in a bit more detail without all the scribbles. Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, so we get rid of everything. There we go. So we can focus on this now. So again, same principle. We're going to look for the particles in the sentence. Okay, so we've got things like, again, ni is a good particle to highlight as well. We got de, but it's followed by no. And in this sense, the not is the same not here. It's a particle that's extending our noun. So I'm not going to highlight that de. I'm going to highlight the ga, even though it's not. Yeah, I'll highlight the ga. And then I'm going to highlight this ni as well. Okay, so this has broken our sentence down a bit. So first of all, we've got saigo, which means last of all, lastly. Saigo ni. So saigo means last, saigo ni means lastly. It's like an ly. And we'll see this pattern come up again. For example, here, jiyu means free. But jiyu ni means freely. I will put the hiragana there, so if you wanted to know how to say that. I apologize again for the fact of the lagging, but I hope you can bear with me. Okay, so what else have we got? We got 項目、最後に項目以外での希望があればご自由にご記入ください. So, what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to work backwards. Let's use a different color. Let's use blue. I want to use blue. No, that's a terrible color. That's not the best color. Let's use pink. Just because everything else is blue. Here we've got go kinyu kudasai. So we've got please fill out. This how you just say. Oh wait, hold on. I've just spelled that wrong. Go kinyu kudasai. I will type that once it's finished loading. What else have we got? So that means to fill out. So jiyu ni is just an extra adverb to add on to the verb. Like how you have adverbs in English. So please freely express in the box below. Please freely type below. Okay, this is not loading. We'll carry on. We got 最後に actually we'll go here. ご希望があれば. So with the ga, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look before the nga and after the nga, and that will help me to get my little sentence here. So ご希望があれば. So that's if you have any hopes or any other wishes that you have for your ideal boyfriend. 希望 means wish or hope. あれば comes from the verb ある, but あれば is like if there's anything else in this case. You've probably noticed in this sentence there's use of ご here, ご, and that's used after the nouns, as you can see, ご again, as a politeness honorific, and it comes after these vowels. You probably see this honorific with the o in ocha and things like that. And in polite sentences such as this question here, it's using go for these verbs. You wouldn't use o for these verbs, you would use go. Sorry. Okay. So it looks like my pen isn't working now, so I'm going to just have to try and explain without the pen. So we got ご希望, oh, okay, we'll wait. ご希望があればご自由にご記入ください. So if you have any hopes or any wishes, please fill them out. Now we've got the last part of the sentence, second to last, 項目外で. So 項目 means inside or sort of contents. And so in this case we've got a questionnaire that the person is filling out. So anything that's not been answered in this questionnaire, which is where this igai comes from. Igai means outside of. So 項目以外で means outside of what's here. What's been filled out in the questionnaire. So this is the final question, and it's equivalent again. I'm going to refer to English as my native language. Is there anything else that's not been mentioned that you would like to mention here? Please put down. And that's how I describe it, really. So again, I've used a relative translation to English to help me to understand the sentence in a way I can feel it more. So 最後に項目以外での希望があればご自由にご記入ください. So lastly, if there's anything outside the questionnaire, any hopes that you have. So this is a whole, remember this is a whole noun because of that no. So 項目以外でのご希望があれば. So if there's any hopes outside of the questionnaire. Now the reason why we have de and not, you might find, why is there two particles here? Is that confusing? The de in this case is suggesting of within, in the sense of ni would be located in, but de is used when you're talking about any verb that isn't iru or aru or iku or something going towards verbs or location verbs. In this case, because we're using this verb here at the end, kinyu kudasai, it's we're using de as it's not a verb that would be associated with ni. It's a verb that would be associated with de. So we use de, and the particle that follows that double particle, that's going to take precedence. Then particles such as dewa or niwa, you'll find that wa at the end of that double particle is more important for what it serves in the sentence. So again, this particle is helping us just to connect the kibo with the komoku igai de. So it's just helping us to kind of explain the noun a bit more. Why not use komoku igai no gokibo instead of adding the det? Why not just get rid of the det then? The det is important just to show that that's where it's at. We're talking about outside of the questionnaire as a location for typing. So it's used as a particle to say at. This is where it is. If there's anything outside of that, where this is at, the questionnaire, then put those hopes into the text. It's hard to describe. So if you do have any questions, just let me know. So yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, I apologize for the problems with the pen, but I hope this has helped you. And yeah, if you have any questions, obviously put them in the comments. There's a Discord server if you want to join. Then just obviously you can just join that, and there's sentences each day just to help you with building your Japanese vocabulary and getting used to new sentences. So if you do join that, it'll be really appreciated, and there'll be people there who can sort of help you to break down the sentences that you're trying to learn. And everyone who's watched this to this point, thank you very much for being here. And yeah, if you have any sentences that you want to look at, then just come to the Discord server or drop a comment in below and we can go through them. So yeah, thank you very much and see ya.